I mean, South Africa's innings fell apart because they were losing wickets in the first 6. They lost 4. But never have that momentum to challenge Pakistan. Pakistan bowled superbly. Learn from the experience at Rawalpindi and put it right in this contest.
Yeah, unscathed Pakistan after a long time in a power play. He was a major destroyer at Rawalpindi Stadium. Bosch ill-treated with the first delivery. Went all the way for a 6.
He's been boshed over long on. In the slot, anything that is pitched up is going to go absolutely massive. Just a half hit. Just a scoop, nothing more than that.
You've got to have strong wrists to be able to clear the boundary with such a stroke. Yeah, his plan with the first delivery was definitely botched.
Oh, cut him in half. Really good delivery from Corbin Bosch. Followed him. They did so well in that Pindi game. Didn't allow any width, didn't allow anything up to the batsman. Hardly anything up.
Yeah, a similar kind of stroke was attempted by Shahzada Farhan during this first T20 played at Rawalpindi, and he was cleaned up. A very lucky extra bounce on that occasion saved him.
Just going at a good pace, Shahzada Farhan. He's 20 of 18 balls. But seemed to have played about 25 shots to get to 20. I think what he needs to do is to maybe engage himself more in rotation of strike. That way it'll be less pressure on him to play those big 4s and 6s.
Yeah, after conceding a 6, it didn't deter Bosch to carry on bowling into the pitch as an offered end.
Full shot, that's gone into the gap for runs. Dorsey picks up the ball, 2 runs to Shahzada Farhan. Pakistan have played the first 5 quite cleverly. 36 without a wicket down.
Pakistan requires 75 of 90. They're off to a good start. 36 of no loss in the first 5. 2 4s and 2 6s. South Africa just finding it slightly difficult to break through and get a wicket. O'Neill Bartman now into the bowling, also makes his way into the side for his first game of the series. How lucky is that? And how much have we seen that throughout the course of the day? Lucky that wasn't chopped on back onto his stumps.
Yeah, from a Pakistan perspective, they wanted to make sure that they get this run chase well underway without any turbulence by losing early wickets, and they've done exactly that. 38 for no loss in 5.1. But South Africa will perhaps feel if they can pick up 2 wickets, they still have an outside chance, but wickets is the currency that they're after. Well, that's been bullied down the ground. An excellent shot by Saeem once again to pick up another boundary in this power play.
A change of strategy as well from Saeem. Hitting through the line of the ball and hits it straight back past O'Neil Bartman for 4. Both openers with a slightly more measured approach. Like what you said, Vernon Philander, no turbulence yet. Smooth sailing so far.
Yeah, he's certainly some talent. Saeem, last game or the first game, really took his time to get going. But we all know what a bit of time in the crease does for a player. And by spending that bit of time in the first T20, he could really come out this evening and express himself. Looks a lot more sure of his movement. He's certainly some talent for Pakistan.
A good run. Both batters aware of the fielder just hanging at the 30-yard circle. That's a nice place to hang out as well. Tapal tea moment in Pakistan's finest. Tapal Danedar in the Tapal Tea Lounge. Crowd once again out in numbers, a house full tonight. And this time, at the moment, it looks like they will have a little bit more to celebrate.
I just get the feeling that Farhan is making his intentions clear. If you're going to miss your length, Bartman, I'm coming after you. But a much more measured approach this evening from Pakistan. Also understanding that if South Africa are to win this game, they have to bowl Pakistan out. It's been a full house and they've been thoroughly entertained by the home team.
And the entertainment will continue in the form of another 6 to close the power play out. This is really good from Pakistan. 49 for no loss. A power play all for green tonight. 3 4s, 3 6s. Bad deliveries were pounced on upon. Hitting through the line was impeccable. The shot selection of quality as well. Pace of South Africa not being able to do the damage from the other night. On the other hand, Pakistan doing themselves a whole heap of favors. That was the last of them to close the power play out. 49 this opening stand. Very clinical tonight, Pakistan. First with power play, with the ball in hand, and now with the bat in hand as well. Confirmation from Asif Yaqub. End of the first 6. That is the difference. South Africa were 4 down at the same stage. Gives him the charge, a healthy edge, a genuine edge, but will also find defense for 4.
Yeah, it also brings up the 50 for Pakistan. But you just get the sense that Saeem might have identified that this is the opportunity where he's going to put the foot on the accelerator. Yeah, it's a thick outside there. It's flown through that third man region. But again, like they say, fortune favours the brave on that occasion.
and 23. It's been clean striking from both. I think from Pakistan's point of view, the conversation by and large has been so much around the narrative that have come out of the camp, that they want to play this aggressive brand of cricket. Now, what we identified, and we've identified this at length in the last, say, 26 odd games, that the numbers this year, at least 2025, that the dot ball percentages have risen dramatically. And that has to do with the risks that Pakistan have taken. Far too many aggressive shots, not for too many runs, that resulted in loss of wickets, which has then resulted in a lot of dot balls being played. Oh, he's put it down. Brevis has shelled that. He got the yards in to get to the ball, but just inches off the turf and doesn't hang on.
Yeah, and he's an excellent fielder, this young Devil Brevis. The slow ball into the surface that has proven to be so effective this evening. And another opportunity afforded. Yeah, he's done all the hard yards. He got there comfortably. Just hitting the palms and popped out. Yeah, it's one of those nights for South Africa.
We've heard that before. We've heard that before. The chant for Babar Azam.
We might not get a bet tonight.
I saw this in the Test series as well, and it caught Sean Pollock by surprise. He wasn't sure what was going on. The crowd was chanting louder when Shan Masood lost his wicket, only because Babar Azam was next to make his way out in the middle. Wrapped in the front, bowler likes it, umpire likes it. That looked as straight as it could get. Wow, what scenes! What scenes here in Gaddafi Stadium. The cheer is not because the wicket's gone down. It is the home crowd, but they're cheering for Babar Azam to come in next.
Yeah, it's an excellent length again from Corbin Bosch. He has the ability to get it to Jack back at the right-hander. This time round, got it absolutely spot on. Well, South Africa pick up their first. Pakistan 54 for 1.
Sure has some fan following. And can he maintain the stardom that he has? Oh, that's one way to get off the mark. A classic from Babar Azam to get off and running.
Yeah, that's classical Babar Azam. It's a shot that we've resonate with Baba over the years. When you get a pitch up, he's going to take full advantage. With that shot, he got this crowd to erupt this evening, right here at his hometown.
Is that vintage Babar Azam back in form? Another one of his favorites. Excellent over for both sides, you'd imagine. 58 for 1.
There's confirmation of the LBW stripped in front. But I've never seen a local crowd erupt the way that it has to the fall of a wicket. And that wasn't because Corbin Bosch got a wicket. That was because the King Babar Azam was next into bat. Absolutely brilliant.
you thought this game could not get interesting, it certainly has, because of the man on screen. And what a splendid way to get off the mark. Change of bowling. Off spin from Donan Ferreira.
Yeah, the captain has brought himself onto ball. Donovan Ferreira. He has the knack of picking up wickets when he's off break. I'd just like to pick up your point a little earlier around batting in the power play. Both of these teams are ultra positive because that's the brand that they've identified they want to play. But with that comes a high percentages of dot balls, and these two teams are right up there, having faced the most amount of dot balls in the power play. Oh, excellent piece of fielding, but I think he's made it safe. I might want to have a look at this. It was quick hands from Quinton de Kock.
We are back to director. We have an umpire for run out and the wicketkeeper in. Can you show me the center angle please for the run out?
আমি লালনকে ভালোবাসি কিন্তু নেশাকে না ঠিক তেমনই লক্ষ্মী বানাম
That's a squeeze it on it. I'm ready to make my decision for the mid screen.
চালাই গাড়ি মাঝে মাঝে একটু টিকটক করি ভাইরাল যে হতে
confirmation?
হবে এমন কোনো কথা নাই আপনাদের ভালোবাসা পাই তাতেই হবে ভাই
And I think just to come back to the point, Ruse, although it's a T20 game, there is still a balance that needs to be maintained in order to gain that momentum in the power play. So as much as you want to have the power play as a high percentage boundary scoring opportunity, you also want to have the rotation of strike happening within that period. And it's certainly an aspect that both these teams can work upon.
It's time for us to work on the figure-free moment. And download the figure-free app now. Get insurance that you need on your fingertips. Good over from the South African skipper. Just 3 off at 61 for 1. Pakistan require 50 off 72. South Africa have managed to pick up the wicket of Saibzada Farhan for 28. Only managed 110. South Africa being put into bat. Hartman to continue. Not the first time, but it will be the same result as last time as well. Slashes for 4.
Yeah, just a bit of with an offer here for Saim. O'Neill Bartman trying to go across the left-hander. And like they say, if you flash hard. Well, that went racing across the turf. There's an interesting stat. Aruz. Baba Azam. There's a reason why he got the massive applause this evening. He needs 5 more runs to become the highest scorer in T20 internationals. Oh, he's gone downtown. Did he get enough of it? Yes, he has. This is what Pakistan was after, to get this man in on the wicket where he can trust the pace to bounce. And he's helped himself to another maximum.
He hit 4 in the previous game, and he's picked up from there. 83 meters, the distance on that. Now the pace on delivery is traveling. Pakistan dealing in boundaries, and they are starting to come thick and fast.
And I think this is setting up quite nicely for tomorrow night. Of course, third and final T20 international between these two teams. We were all crying out for a third test match. South Africa was gaining momentum. This time round, it's the other way around, where Pakistan is gaining momentum. So I think we are in for a blockbuster evening tomorrow night. Well, let's see if Pakistan are to get across the line this evening.
Come back to the point, and why Vernon Philander says that is because Pakistan is used to its fair share of turbulence. With 40 from 69, 9 wickets in hand, it should be relatively smooth sailing. Up and over. Absolutely brilliant. Pings off the bat of Saim, who races to 40.
Yeah, he's a sight to behold once he's in. He's some player, he's some entertainer. This time round, a little bit of width on offer, but just look at how he gets onto his toes to get to elevation, the placement. Wow, he is some talent. I'll pay to watch him any day of the week.
Well, all the 30-odd thousand people have done exactly that. They're getting every worth of their penny. Is that Saim Ayub? No. That is one of those special hits from him. What an innings this is turning out to be. That is absolutely spectacular from the young guy.
Yeah, once he gets going, there's absolutely no stopping him. We've seen some of these shots in South Africa not too long ago. That is some execution. Just using the pace on offer. And he's taking a real liking to O'Neill Bartman here this evening.
Look at the pace that O'Neill Bartman has bowled at. All high-paced deliveries. The over's gone for 4-6, not 4-6. 20 of the last 5 deliveries Saim has faced. It's the one to close the over out. Expensive over, 21 off it, 82 for 1.
Just another look at that 6. There's a lot of risk attached to that shot because he's right in front of his pegs, but eyes on the ball. He didn't even lift the head because he knew once there was connection made with the willow that it was going to go the distance.
A very pretty looking scorecard for Pakistan. 82 for 1. Required only 29 now. Much needed turnaround as well for Pakistan, and it comes back to the point, the intensity with which you start the game. Pakistan was spot on with the ball, and they haven't looked back since. Such a difference it makes, the body language, the confidence that the whole group gets and feeds off each other when you actually start off well, and they're 100 in packs with the ball.
Yeah, there was certainly a different energy about them this evening. They knew they had to step up. So they lose tonight, they're out of the T20 contest. This is some bounce back. They'd have learned a lot in the first T20 international. By the way, South Africa had approached their bowling innings. They've bounced back in a magnificent fashion this evening.
Yeah, the view from there is also quite magnificent. And Tapal Tea Lounge, the fans enjoy Pakistan's finest #1 tea brand. That will bring up Saim Ayub's first half century in T20 internationals in Pakistan. The total tally goes to 5, and it's been quite a spectacular innings so far. Well played, young man.
Yeah, what a magnificent innings. His team needed someone to stand up, to take the lead from the front. 50 coming up in just 29 deliveries this evening. Baba Azam, he's sticking him down in once a ruse.
He now requires 3 more. That is Babar Azam, but this is a must-visit moment. He's been down and out, but the dugout, the coaching staff, the captain have stuck with him, and the talent has delivered. Saim Ayub. Halfway mark in the chase. Pakistan 92 for 1.
Yeah, net maximum will also take us to a drinks break for the players.
Yeah, 19th win of 60 balls. It's been Pakistan all the way after decimating South Africa. 210, they are 92 for the loss of 1. And breaking news, obviously Saim Ayub's 50. He's played superbly. Yeah, very natural player when it comes to hitting the ball crisply. You see the arc. Goes from cover to mid-wicket to square leg. He's got immense range, JP. So difficult really to cap his batting style.
Yeah, the confidence is certainly shown tonight by Saim Ayub. Scoring all around the ground. And that's certainly been the standout difference tonight. He's allowed his natural ability to come out and access the offside as well. Bit of flair about him. Just the 19 to get now for Pakistan.
All eyes will be on Babar Azam because he needs another 3 to become a record holder. Highest scorer in T20I internationals. There'll be some record for a guy who's pretty original in batting style. Likes to hit the ball mostly along the ground. But his consistency has been absolutely flawless. Averages 40 in T20Is. Almost 40. The strike rate of 127. Or a strike rate of 129. Flip the KFC bucket and win a lot of prizes. Could be a TV personality to go with the prizes. Bowling can be tough in the later part of the night. The towel being used on the ball to keep it dry.
standout for you? There's been much conversations around Saim Ayub. Whenever we've had pre-match and post-match, he's the name that has been spoken about at length. There's certainly been a distinct difference tonight, particularly in his focus and his shot selection. The options that he's taken today has really been a standout.
Got more clarity in his innings and thought process. I don't know how you feel if you got immense talent and you can hit the ball all over the park. How can you stop yourself in a contest, a T20I contest? Because you don't want to gap your skills, backing yourself all the time. But he's been very intelligent. Maybe that it's a handful of runs to chase that has given him clarity also. There's less pressure on him to take this innings forward. But most importantly, he's not thrown away a good start. The last game he got to 35, 36, then got out. Knowing fully well that Pakistan have been under the caution the middle phase of the innings, the middle order has not generally clicked. And so they've taken that bonus responsibility. And it like Maybe Reza Hendricks. After 11, 95 for 1.
Well, we spoke about flair, and these two young gentlemen certainly possess all of them. Reminds me a lot of Martin Guptill as well. Used to be a signature shot, really. Trying to hit it over the boundary. No look.
Equal in terms of most runs, and he becomes a record holder, and the crowds absolutely know this. They know what he's achieved as a batsman, as a cricketer. This is a great effort. But someone who's allowed his back to do the talking, this is a massive record. Highest T20I run getter. When class comes with responsibility, they expect him to be very consistent. Now at the top of the ladder there, 123 innings to get to the 4-2-3-2. A very good strike rate as well. The stylist, aesthetically very pleasing on the eye. When he's in red hot form, there can be no better sight than Babar Azam hitting the ball.
Yeah, the signature came out in that very first delivery that he faced, isn't it? Classic Babar Azam through the covers. No better sight to the spectator's eye. Yeah, he's been under a lot of pressure, hasn't he? There's been a lot of talk around his strike rate and being left out of the side for a couple of months, coming back into T20 international cricket. I love the way he's just kept his composure, going about his game, in the fashion that he knows really how to do it. 12 overs gone, 98 for 1.
First ball of the innings, and played his favorite shot. A very attractive cover drive. They're expecting a closer game than this, but they'd be very happy with how Pakistan have featured in this contest. Just 30 now required. Didn't connect properly, but you can see the intentions. Now he wants to get on with it and finish ASAP. 12 now required. Indicating that ball kept just a little bit low. Babar Azam there suggesting that you were just a little bit late on that one. Oh, absolutely laid into that one. That's gone all the way for a big six. 100 comes up as a result of that towering six. This is great stuff now from Saim.
Yeah, he felt that his option was on the cards. He kind of felt that Saim Ayub was just trailing onto that offside, looking for the opportunity to take it across to the leg side, and does so with conviction. 92 meters, pumps it into the stadium, and confidence grows.
The advantage he gives to Pakistan is that his batting is decent against spin also. For an opener, he's completely at home playing the spinners. Hamdard, Pakistan has introduced 12 new exciting flavors of recipe mixes, from biryani to tikka masala. Wow, they have it all. Araviva. Playing the spin, it's not there. 106 for one. Great pictures, great scenes. Pakistan a strike away from winning this. Here's the big strike, and Pakistan win this quite comprehensively. Great win. Splendid comeback. After being shown the door in the Rawalpindi T20I, they've made a strong statement, have squared the series with one to play tomorrow night. It was Saim Ayub's night. Played like a breeze. We saw the fours and the sixes, and the temperament was great. There's clarity in his mission. Babar Azam now holds the record for most runs scored in T20I, so all things working well for Pakistan with the bat. They win this by 9 wickets. The game beautifully set up by the bowlers.
Many questions And answers were found by Pakistan. I feel that this bodes for a spectacular finale tomorrow here at the Gaddafi Stadium. Pakistan winning by 9 wickets convincingly. It's one thing talking about implementing plans and the execution sublime. All round, bat, ball and in the field. Smiles from the captain, Salman Ali.
I think Salman Ali desperately needed this win also. The captain is happy, captain is winning games, there is less pressure on his mates, he's a more powerful figure in the dugout. And Saim Ayub coming good, and when he comes good, it is good night, goodbye to the opposition. Great crowd in, and they'll go back home pretty satisfied that Pakistan are now 1-1 in this T20I series. South Africa will come back, and I'm sure they'll learn from this experience and put things right in the all-important last contest. Nothing to show for the South African bowlers because they were hammered by Saim Ayub, 71 of just 38. Babar Azam remained not out on 11 earlier. Farhan hit 3 sixes in his 28. And so the game finishing in the 14th over, 112 for the loss of 1.
Yeah, defending 110 was always going to be a tough challenge for the South African bowlers. Unfortunately, couldn't make the early breakthrough against the Pakistan opening batters. Bergen and Ngidi, 2 overs apiece. Bosch, the sole wicket taker. And the bowling lineup, Ferreira and George Linder, just the 2 overs. In the end, it was 112 for 1. And just over 13 overs to get those allotted 112 runs.
Ending it with a glorious 6 in the slot, and the ball travelled. 5 to win, and he gets them over the line with a 6er. Tremendous hitting. Congrats all around. Pakistan dugout would feel very confident moving into the last T20. The crowds are happy. Flag is fluttering, flying high, and so Pakistan richly deserving this comeback. They put things right, importantly with the ball, and then batted well to get over a measly score of 111. 110 all out South Africa. No contributions really from anyone except for Brevis, who looked brilliant for his 25 of 16. Pakistan in reply didn't have any issues. 112 for 1, winning this